Wild animals in captivity. What do you think about that? Well, Jimmy and I are absolute animal lovers. We actually live on a yacht and really respect the wilderness around us. So we decided with an open mind to go to this elephant rescue safari park. It's a very popular tourist attraction in Bali, and we wanted to know what the hype was all about and whether or not we agreed with what was going on there. Is it really necessary to have elephant rescue parks and put these wild animals in captivity? Oh, that's right, we actually removed all their natural habitat by logging. You be the judge of this one. It's a very interesting experience, the pros and cons of elephant safari parks, where the tourist dollar is hypocritically actually funding the future of the species.
Can't have all. I have some, you have some.
Oh, the baby outside! We get to spend one-on-one time with these gorgeous creatures. We discover some amazing new facts about them. He's got 2 trunks!
I'm confused. I thought elephants had 1 trunk.
The sanctuary itself is located in the lush jungles in Bali. The park tries to replicate their natural habitat as best as they can, well, within, safety limitations for animals as well as humans. The park actually was started in 1997 when a family kindly rescued 36 Sumatran elephants from a cruel palm oil deforestation containment facility in Sumatra. So here is our room at the Elephant Rescue Park. There's this lovely view, and the elephants are all doing their bits and pieces. They all kind of live in this area here, which is awesome. Great, beautiful room. Very Balinese. How cute is that?
Did you see my elephant? Here, watch. Here's his ears. See, that's the ears.
This is going to be disgusting.
No, it's his ears, look.
Yeah.
And here's his trunk.
You are vile. PG, please.
Thank you. Welcome to Mason 11 Park and Lodge. I hope you enjoy the jungle. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's just the most stunning, beautiful trees and ferns and all different species. So we're just having a little meal here. It's so cool. All of the elephants bathing, having fun, having a drink. It's just beautiful. So nice to see so many happy elephants. Then it was time to learn a thing or two about elephants, which was very, very interesting. The first one, their trunks. Now their trunks aren't just for drinking, they use them to feel, smell, touch, love, caress each other, and also grab a lot of food. And another fun fact, that silly, funny myth that elephants are scared of mice is definitely not true. They're actually more scared of ants. Elephants are actually very, very wary of ants. They do crawl up their trunks, and the insides are super sensitive. Another fun fact, elephants can swim underwater, like totally submerged for periods of time. And another great use for their trunks is as a snorkel. Very good job with the gardens, I do have to give them that. They have got this amazing treetop walkway, and you can see absolutely everything, and unfortunately smell everything as well. It smells like cow poo, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I think it's more cow urine, I smell.
Oh, here's the one with 1 tusk. So the tusks are like an extension of their teeth. It's almost like incisors. Funnily enough, another fact is that elephants only sleep 3 hours a day. The rest of the time they dedicate to, you guessed it, eating. They eat like 250 kilograms a day. Crazy. Another crazy fact is that elephants actually have an inbuilt high heel in their foot. You see from their skeletons, they walk on their toes. Their feet are actually so sensitive when you walk next to them. I'm always worried they're going to trample on me because they're so giant. And I can't get how this is, but their feet are so sensitive they would never step on your feet. I never support zoos. I don't like them at all. I think it's very unfair to do that sort of thing with a wild animal, put it into captivity for the tourist dollar. But this place actually is trying to solve some problems.
We have a yacht here.
So it was now time for an exciting jungle ride with our elephant. And our elephant's Mahout, as the trainer is called, answered a few pressing questions. Now, the Mahouts are the elephant trainers that are bonded intensely over years to one particular elephant. This Mahout had been with his elephant Taro for 12 years.
Have you ever had any trouble? Like have you ever had trouble with the elephant being aggressive or?
Just one time or aggressive.
And what
Yeah,
happened?
have the mass.
Yeah.
11 years ago, we visited the elephant safari place here, and we had a ride and we washed an elephant called Boris. Unfortunately, in the last week, he is going through a hormonal problem because he's a big bull and he wants to basically fight for his territory, and they can't let them fight here. It would just be too dangerous, obviously. They have to keep them tethered and that sort of thing. So, you know, he's actually tied up. Both of his two front legs are tied up and he's been placed away in a little sanctuary. He's very frustrated because he wants to breed, but to breed, he has to fight for his right. That's what it's like in nature. So some elephants don't do that well in captivity and others do. You make your mind up.
Our guy is the boss of the park and he's the playboy. That's funny.
We actually found out these trainers aren't allowed to use any force on the elephants, which is really, really good. And they're taught by patience and they're taught by a reward principle. And apparently, because I know a lot of people will be asking this question, riding the elephants isn't actually a bad thing imposed by humans on a wild animal. It's actually really, really good for their feet health, for the circulation through the whole body, for their mindset, and for bone density and muscle health. That makes sense. I do have to say, sometimes he's such a big beast, you do think, what if he has a tanty?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Because you can't control the tanty. I gotta say, we had the most fantastic afternoon. It was so much fun. But next, we had no idea what was coming. We were actually going to be picked up from our room by an elephant to be taken through the jungle for a ride to dinner. It was amazing. There's this little gate that opens and you just jump on the elephant's back. You're all dressed up and then you go and you have this silver service dinner. What a novel idea.
Yeah, traffic jam.
Elephant jam.
Elephant jam.
Elephant jam. Okay, so here is dinner. This looks nice. Fine dining by the elephant poo pool.
Amazing fact is that elephant herds in the wild always mourn their dead so respectfully by stopping at the burial sites, gently touching the bones with their feet. They stand there actually moments of silence together, the whole herd mourning them. The next morning we woke up and I have to say it was a bit sad when I saw how frustrated the elephants were on their pods. They were kind of waiting for food, I guess, but they're tethered by this chain on their foot. Anyway, the second they got food, they were okay. It's definitely a sad sight to see the elephants be trained so well to get the chain put on their foot, on their pods. This is the way it is because the park says that they have to control them so that they don't grab each other's food and fight over stuff through the night, and it keeps them, you know, on their pod. You're going to have to make your mind up over that one. I don't particularly like it, but they say it's for the elephant safety. The next morning, it was elephant and washing bathing time. This honestly was our favourite part of the trip just because it's something that the elephants absolutely love doing. Elephants just adore water, and this is the reason why we enjoyed this the most out of the entire trip. You could just see how much they loved swimming, how much they loved being scrubbed down. We adore water, and I think this is why we both enjoyed this part the most, spending time scrubbing them and hosing them and watching them enjoy them dunking us underwater, which was actually quite hilarious. Another fun fact, elephants actually get sunburnt, the poor things. So after swimming, they throw dirt on themselves as a sunscreen and to stop the bug bites.
Yeah.
That's one big anaconda.
2 trunks.
He's got 2 trunks.
I'm confused. I thought elephants had 1 trunk.
That's very random, but anyway. Yes, he is a big boy. He's a good boy. Then, after all of the elephant action, it was time for us to actually explore the rest of the resort, including some other endangered species, beautiful birds. It's not a bad habitat for them. I would honestly kind of like to see them in a bigger space. But I mean, how much money do you have to look after an endangered species that there's only 100 left in the wild? Creatures, you know, they would have been they would have been dead basically if these guys hadn't saved them in Sumatra. But at the same time, it's become a bit of a touristy thing. But it is definitely better than where they came from. So it's a bit of a hard one, this one.
I guess the hard thing to comprehend about a park like this is why are these elephants in captivity? And these are Sumatran elephants, and they're critically endangered, and they're going to be extinct by the year 2030. It's only 5 years from now, so parks such as this place a really important emphasis on breeding these creatures. And so I don't like seeing this, but it's got to be fun somehow. The governments aren't paying for this.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, they're breeding them. That's where you kind of go, okay, hang on, you're breeding them into captivity. Isn't that a total hypocritical kind of thing? I don't know. I mean, they're doing a good thing by...
it keeps the gene pool alive and keeps the depth in the gene pool.
Yeah.
It's really important.
I guess if I had the option, would I rather be an elephant whose genes are going to go extinct by 2030, or would I rather be here, being looked after by my own mahout?
Naughty boy.
Baby,
Naughty boy.
the baby slapped him with his ear.
Another fun fact, and this is adorable, is if a baby elephant cries, the entire herd clusters around him and caresses him lovingly with their trunks to calm him down.
So after being here for a bit over a day, we've kind of undecided whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. You know, one side it is that they're actually helping the elephants breed again. Okay. This.
We've got to get out of the way because we're in the elephants' road. Yeah, I mean, look, the fact is that, yes, they are making them do some tricks. They teach them to do tricks.
Hello.
But the fact is that tourist dollar also pays for them to be able to keep a breeding program and keep their genetics.
These are Sumatran elephants. They're critically endangered. They're going to be extinct by 2030, so it's only 5 years from now. So these breeding programs are going to help them exist in the future and keep the gene pool well alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's best of a bad lot, really. I mean, I'm not saying that it's great to have a wild animal in captivity and create a tourist dollar from it, but that's funding the longevity of the species. So it's a bit of a hard one. Anyway, you make your mind up.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting debate.
It's been an amazing experience.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah. Hope you join us next week for more fun adventures in Indonesia. See ya.